Optional Practical Training Workshop, Part 3. Next, we'll talk about what happens after OPT approval. After your application is approved, you will complete the following steps. Receive your EAD card in the mail, receive an email to register your SEVP portal account, begin your OPT employment, and self-report this employment through the SEVP portal. We will discuss in more detail what these steps look like. First, you will receive your EAD card. The EAD will be sent to the mailing address that you provided in your application. If you elected to use ISSO as a mailing address, we will notify you when we receive mail on your behalf. When your EAD card is received in our office, you can collect it yourself during our normal business hours, or you can have someone collect it for you. If you are no longer in the Ames area when your EAD card is delivered, then you can complete the document mailing form in SciStart to have the card sent to your current location. However, please be aware that ISSO will only send an EAD card through a tracked FedEx mailing service, and you will be required to pay the shipping fees and select the speed of delivery. If you use a personal mailing address, please be sure that the location is a safe place to receive mail and that the address will continue to be used for at least the next 4 months. Changing your mailing address can be done by going to uscis.gov/address change. However, USCIS may not process this change before your application is approved, so we advise using a reliable mailing address when initially submitting your application. If your application is received at a personal mailing address, then please upload a copy of your EAD card through the immigration document upload request in SciStart. Here's a sample of what an EAD card looks like. Your EAD card should indicate category C3B. This is the authorization category for post-completion OPT. If this is incorrect, please notify ISSO. Your EAD card will also list your approved OPT start and end dates. You are only allowed to begin employment on or after the start date listed on your EAD card. If you are eligible for the STEM OPT extension, then you can begin the application process for the extension 3 to 4 months before the end date listed on your EAD card. On your approved OPT start date, you should receive an email with a link to register your SEVP portal account. This should come to your Iowa State email account, and be sure to check your spam and junk folders if it is not received. Once you receive the account creation email, please follow the link provided and register your account, even if you do not yet have OPT employment. If you have not received the account creation email within 5 days of your OPT start date, or if you get locked out of your account, please notify ISSO. Employment on post-completion OPT can be flexible, and many different types of employment are allowed. For example, you can work for multiple employers, work for hire, which is sometimes called contract work, or be employed through an agency or consulting firm. You can even be a self-employed business owner. Although, if you are looking at starting your own business in the United States, ISSO strongly recommends working with a qualified attorney to ensure that you have all requisite licenses for owning a business in the US. Employment on post-completion OPT can be either paid or unpaid, although you and the company must ensure that any unpaid positions do not violate US labor laws. For unpaid positions through Iowa State University, they must first be approved by the Office of Risk Management. Regardless of the type of employment that you engage in, always remember that any and all OPT employment must be directly related to your major course of study. If you have any questions about if an employment opportunity qualifies for OPT, please contact ISSO. All employment and living address changes are self-reported through your SEVP portal account. You are required to report any changes within 10 days of the change occurring. If for some reason you are not able to report the employment through your SEVP portal account, then please submit an OPT reporting form in SciStart. Also, if you would like to request an updated I-20 with current information printed on the second page, then you can do that through the OPT reporting form as well. We recommend keeping detailed documentation from any employment experience in the United States. This includes any pay stubs and W-2 tax forms. If you are unpaid or self-employed, then it is recommended that you document in detail the type of work you are doing and the number of hours worked each week. For each employer, it is recommended that you have documentation describing your position held, duties, location, and hours worked.